All right, so let's start the masterclass. First of all, thank you so much for joining the today's masterclass organized by Philips Education. First of all, let me introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Abhishek Agrawal. I am a Microsoft certified Azure data engineer. I'm having 8 years of Azure data engineering experience, and I will be the host of today's masterclass. Together with me, Vail Murugan will be assisting us. He will be the tutor of overall AWS data engineering course, and he will be taking us through the course curriculum which he has designed for all of us to basically clear the AWS data engineering interviews and also to do real-time projects in AWS data engineering domain, right? So he will be the tutor of the course. He will be taking the all the technical um, questions during the masterclass, and also he will take us through the course syllabus which he has designed for all of us, right? So before we start on the masterclass, first of all, let me take you through the Ellipse Education website, right? And also give you the overall overview about Ellipse Education in general. So in Ellipse Education, we provide the training from the mentors who are currently working in the industry, such as I am a Azure data engineer, so I take care of all the training related to Azure data engineering domain. And similarly, Vail Murugan is there who takes care of all the training related to Snowflake, related to AWS. And we have a Khan sir who take care of all the training related to SQL, Python, um, in general, right? And then we have a Sindhu Prathapati who takes care of all the training related to Power BI. And we have Sankha Das who together with me take care of training related to Azure data engineering domain, right? And all of the tutor in education lips are working professional. We don't onboard any tutor who is a full-time trainer. So all the tutors who is working with us are a full-time working professional, and then in the side they also teach what they do in their company, right? So that is what they teach, right? And in education ellipse we basically provide the training from the mentors who are currently working in the industry, as I told you, right? And then we will basically help you to real time projects end to end, right? And then that too in a small batch size classes, right? So our classes in AWS data engineering course, we are taking only 20 students. We are not taking more than that, right? So you will be doing projects with the working professionals, and only 20 working professional we take, right? And we will help you end to end. Reason being that we will basically help you do real time projects. Then we will help you to write the project in your resume. Then we will also help you to clear the interviews, right? Such as we'll also take a mock interview. We'll explain what are the technical challenges which we have faced while doing the projects, right? So we'll tell you the scenario based questions. We'll help you end to end. And then we have a 7-day refund policy, right? So if you're not satisfied with the training, you can come back to us and get a refund in 7 days. We have a price match policy, right? So if you get a similar course anywhere in the market in less of a price, you come back to us and then we will match the price. We have a personalized learning, right? So we will basically understand your profile, and then accordingly we will basically offer you the course, right? And you will learn from the industry experts, right? And then we will make you job ready, right? And then as I told you, we have a live courses around AWS data engineering domain, Azure data engineering domain, Snowflake, SQL, Python, right? And then a combined course of uh, AWS plus, sorry, Azure plus Snowflake, AWS plus Snowflake, that kind of a training also we have. And then we have a recorded lectures as well about Azure data engineering, AWS data engineering, Snowflake, combined courses of Databricks and Spark, Azure data engineering, right? So you can go through our website, you can check out the reviews over here, right? You can check out the video reviews over here, right? Now let's go through the AWS data engineering like landing page, right? So in AWS data engineering course, right, we will cover this cloud. What is cloud data engineering? What is data engineering in general? What are the tools to learn? How much coding is required? what are the steps you need to take to switch your career, right? And then what are the certification you can do, right? So in this particular course, we will be doing 3 real-time projects, which will give you 4 years of experience. The basic knowledge about SQL and Python is required for doing this particular course. SQL or Python is required for doing this particular course, right? And then, as I told you, we have a 7-day refund policy, price match policy, right? And then you guys can check out the course curriculum about AWS data engineering domain. So this is the course curriculum for AWS data engineering. Let me give you the syllabus link. Right. So you can check out the syllabus over here. You can check out the reviews as well over here. You can check out the Wales LinkedIn profile as well. What are the projects he has done, right? That also you can go through it. You can check out the reviews over here. After the course, you'll get the certificate as well, right? And then we have a live courses or recorded material which you can also go through. Okay. All right, so this is the in summary about Ellipse Education, right? In summary about AWS Data Engineering Masterclass, right? And then we will also talk about the integrated course such as AWS plus Snowflake Data Engineering course, right? So if people are here who wants to learn AWS and also Snowflake, so we'll also go through it. We'll try to give a picture about this course as well. Okay. All right, so let's start the masterclass. I will just try to conclude things, right, from my end. So as I told you that we will be like you will be learning with the mentors who are working professional, right? So that particular mentor will help you to learn with 20 working professional only. Will not take more than 20 working professionals. We will do real-time projects such as suppose whenever you join a company, they basically train you for 2 to 3 months to put you in a project, right? So that kind of a training we will be providing you, which will make you ready for the job and also make you ready for the interviews, right? We will help you to write this project in a resume, right? And then we will also help you to understand what the scenario based question can be asked from the project, what are the technical challenges which we have faced during the while doing those projects. We will take a mock interview, right? So that you're fully prepared. And then that too, we are offering a 7-day refund policy and price guarantee, right? So this is in general about our courses, right? For all the courses, it is valid, right? And then we offer a recorded lecture and also the live session. So if you are looking for a recorded learning or a live session, we offer both of them. Okay, all right. So now let's try to go through the general question which people might have, right? So suppose the people who joined today, 18 to 20 people who joined today, right? So joined with um, general question, right? So suppose we are not taking this master class for the first time, we already took this master class multiple time in the past. And these are the general question people have, right? Sometimes people are confused about what is cloud, why I should learn only AWS, right? And sometimes people are confused about what is data engineering in general, right? And then they are confused about like what is modern data platform or what is Snowflake data engineering, right? So we'll talk about all of this. Then we will talk about if you are a fresher, what to learn, and if you are a career, if you have a career gap, how you can switch. If you have 5 to 10 years of experience, how you can switch. So we have a customized course for different people. It's not like we have one course offering for everyone, right? So there are many training institute. They have a standard AWS data engineering course. They offer this course to everyone, right? But we are offering a customized course for a fresher, for 5 years of experience, for 10 years of experience a guy, which you'll understand along the way while you go through the master class, right? So we will give you different course curriculums. If you have 10 years of course curriculum, what are the courses which you can take? If you have a like less experience, what are the courses you can take? We will give you a picture about it so you can understand as per your profile which course to go for, right? And then if you are from Power BI background, if from SSIS background, if from Informatica background, what the how you can learn, right? And SQL is required or not, Python is required or not, how we will do live project, where we will practice, how we will approach the interview, how we will handle the scenario based question, right? We will try to cover each and every question in today's masterclass, right? So the master class will be full of knowledge, right? And then you'll learn a lot from this master class, right? So please be attentive during the master class. Try to listen to us, what we are trying to convey you. And then by end of the master class, it should be very, very clear that if if you have 10 years of some sort of admin domain, how you can switch to data engineering. If you have 3 years of experience, right, how you can switch to data engineering. You should be very, very clear as per your profile how you can learn cloud data engineering in general, right? You should be very, very clear about it. So be attentive, ask questions, and then we'll make sure each and every question is answered, right? So let's try to go through each and every question, and then will take us to all these questions, and he will make sure that each and every question is answered, right? Um, all right, guys. So I will now give the handover to Will. He will take us through all the topics and try to clarify all the questions, right? All right, guys. And then if you need the today's class recording, please type your number in the chat and we will be sharing the recording with you, right? So if you need a today's recording, please share your number in the chat and then we'll be sharing all the recordings with you for the today's session. So now, Vale, you can share your screen and take the demo forward, please.
Thanks, Abhishek. Yeah, I'll share my screen. Hi, everyone. This is Vale here. So I have 16 years of experience. So I worked on data platforms, data engineering, migrations, like different projects. So I started as a backend developer, then moved into big data systems. I worked on-premises cloud. So I used AWS, Azure. I worked on Databricks, Snowflake, and AWS and Azure. So I worked on different things. I've been working as a data architect. Before I was a data engineer, then moved into consulting and then architecting solutions, and that is what I'm doing it. So I worked on different enterprise organizations. I worked on startups, different products. So I have a good experience on designing systems and working on different data pipelines, working on different data engineering solutions. Okay, that's about myself. Let us get into the today's agenda. So today we are going to see. So in current scenario in the companies, why they need cloud. So what is the purpose of going into cloud and why they need data engineering? So in our organization, why they need a data engineering team? As a data engineer, what we do in a data engineering team, what they do regularly. So what kind of activity we do. So why it is like demand now. So why there are job openings for data engineering. So even if I go and search for data engineering jobs, I may see a lot of jobs. Okay, so we can see that why there is lot of demand. So how data engineering helps for an enterprise? So for our organization, let us say it can be different sector, banking, insurance, like education or finance, manufacturing, like different domains, right? So different domains, data engineering is required. So we will see how data engineering is helping organizations to do a lot of data intelligence. Okay, so do data intelligence, data products. So we will see that. So we are going to see that first. Then we will see what are the tools we are going to learn in the course. So in the course, in the AWS data engineering course, what are the tools we are going to see, why that is required, and how you can learn it. So what platform you will learn it. So we'll see that, and we'll see the course syllabus, roadmap, and then the project we are going to. So we are going to do 3 projects. We'll discuss about the project, and we will also discuss about is coding required or not, how you can learn it. So we will discuss about that also. Okay, let us start with the first understanding about data engineering, understanding about cloud. Then we will get into the other sections. Okay, so why cloud? Okay, so what is the purpose of cloud? So we know that AWS is popular, Azure is popular, Google Cloud is popular. So why organizations are using cloud? Okay, so cloud provides you resources. Okay, so it provides you resources, lot of different type of resources. So I can go for platform as a service. I can go for infrastructure as a service or software as a service. Okay, I can go to cloud provider, get an infrastructure as a service. Okay, so I want a virtual machine. Okay, I can go to cloud, get a VM, start using it immediately. I can build an application on top of VM. I can build a web application, mobile application. I can build enterprise application. I need a storage. I want to store large amount of data. So I want database. I can go to cloud and get it easily. So you cloud for cloud, you don't need an infrastructure. Okay, so infrastructure is managed by the cloud provider. So if you have web account, you can start using it immediately. Okay, so if you need a web account, so using your email ID, use your bank details, you can create it. So your cloud account can be created easily. So let me go to the browser. So you can see I already have AWS AWS account. I'm into AWS account. So I'm logging into AWS console. So in AWS console, I can see all services. I can see all the services. Let me go to all services. You can see here. So it's categorized by services. Okay, you can see by categorized by services. So as I said before, I want storage. I can go for storage services. I want database. I can go for different database. They provide service, relational database service, NoSQL database service. So they provide different flavors. Okay, so they provide different flavors. So for example, if I need a MySQL, if I need a Oracle, so I'm working for an organization. Let us say I'm working for a bank or an insurance organization, and they want a database to be created immediately. So I can go to RDS. RDS is a relational database service. I can create MySQL. I can create Oracle SQL Server immediately. Okay, so I can create production version. So you have option to create production version. You can see production or free tier or dev. So I can create different environments. So you can see how much is the estimate for that server. So you can see the cost. So you can create the server immediately and start using the server immediately. So that is the advantage of cloud. So I can quickly create the server. So I don't need an infrastructure. I don't need infrastructure team. I don't need any physical server. I don't need data centers. So 10 years back, company were having data centers where they had virtual machines, VMs, machines, or they had physical machines. So they were handling machines there, and they have to install, configure, do a lot of things here. So here you don't have to do it. Just you can from UI, from the browser, I can create all these things. So from the browser, I'm creating it. So let me go to EC2. So I need a virtual machine. So I need a Linux machine or Windows machine. I can go to EC2, create a virtual machine. So I can create Mac, I can create Ubuntu, Windows. I can create one machine or 10 machines. So I can create multiple machines and different configurations. I can go for one CPU. I can select 8 CPU. Okay, I can go for high power machines. So in the cloud, you have different services. So based on my requirement, based on the requirement, based on the need we have, I can go for different kind of resources here. Okay, so you can go for different kind of resources. So organization, they want to do machine learning, they will go for machine learning services. They are doing analytics, they may go for analytical services. They are doing web development, they may go for web development services. Okay, so front end applications, mobile applications. So there are multiple services. You can go for different kind of services. Okay, so in organization, they use AWS for creating infrastructure and working on the services. So they build applications on top of the services. Okay, so here it is quickly you can create it quickly, and you can share it to multiple teams. You can share within your organization when multiple teams are working. You can share and use it, and it's easily accessible. So that is the advantage of cloud. And in the cloud, you can create database, I can create network, I can create storage, I can use it for different applications. That is the advantage. So if I want to store large amount of data, so let us say I want to store large amount of data, I can go to S3. S3 is the data lake. We call it as data lake. Why? Because it can store large amount of data. So that's why we call it as data lake. So here I can store any kind of data. I can store structured data, unstructured data like video files, audio files, images. So for my analysis, for my analytics or machine learning, I want to store different format of data. So in my S3, which is a general purpose area where you can store any kind of data. So here we have like your disk, right? So you have Google Drives, you have disk like that. Here you can store like a folder. Within the folder, you can store files. You can store large amount of data. Okay, so that is the advantage. So in data lake, organization, you can store your backup data. You can store your analytical data. So I have a lot of data coming from social media. So I want to store that. So I can store any kind of data in data lake. So your organization uses cloud for creating multiple resources. Okay, so that is what cloud is about. Cloud is helping you to quickly provision resources. That is what cloud is about. So when you are working in organization, they use cloud heavily. That's why we are learning about cloud. So for data engineering, we use cloud platform and we use cloud resources for building a data engineering systems. Okay, so what is data engineering? Okay, so now let us come to the main part. So what is data engineering? So in an organization, so let us say in your organization, there are different teams. There are different teams, different operational teams, like business group or teams, like IT team, sales team, marketing team, finance team. Like that, there are different teams, and each team use different products. So they use different kind of products. They use ERP systems, they use CRM, they use CMS, web applications, they use business intelligence, legacy systems. So in the organization, they use different kind of enterprise product. So from all the system, if you want to do data intelligence, if you want to do analytics, you have to collect this data, store it in a centralized place. Okay, store it into a centralized place. Then only you can do analytics. It can be dashboard, it can be a reporting, or it can be machine learning, generative AI. So for organization to do data intelligence, to do data analytics, they need to collect the data from different softwares and bring it to a centralized place and store it in different format. Okay, so I cannot store as it is. I have to transform it and store it. So that is where your data engineering comes into play. So data engineering team collects the data from different teams in your organization. It can be ERP team, it can be SaaS product, CRM, it can be like OLTP system, operational database. So your organization, different kind of sources. You are collecting data from different sources. It can be web application, mobile applications, or it can be social media, IoT data. So you are collecting data from different sources and you are storing into data lake or data warehouse, and you are going to use that for, so you are going to share with consumers. The consumers can be BAT, business analyst, top level management, or data science team, AI team, generative AI teams. So you are going to share the data with different teams. So you build data pipelines. So data engineering team are responsible for building data pipelines. We do ETL or ELT. Okay, so extract, transform, and load, or extract, load, and transform. So I can use different kind of storage systems. So I am going to work on a data platform. So this we call it as a modern data platform. So in a modern data platform, so we manage the modern data platform. So we do collection of data. So that process of collecting the data is called ingestion. So we have ingestion, processing layers, consumption layer. So different layer in your modern data platform. So as a data engineer, we work on the modern data platform. So as a AWS data engineer or as a data engineer, you work on the modern data platform. You work on ingestion, you work on the storage layer, or you work on the cataloging or processing or consumption. So you may work on any of this layer. So we collect from different sources. So in the organization, there can be 100 plus sources. So they may have 100 plus data is coming from 100 plus sources. So you collect from different sources and then you store it. So the through ingestion process, we store it into data lake or data warehouse. And then you transform it and you build a dimension models. You create the structured data and that are used by consumers. So you help the consumption team. So you are going to help the consumption team. That can be machine learning team or a BA team or a different kind of data analytic team. So you're going to help them in bringing the data into the system, in bringing to the data, structuring the data, cleaning up. So that is what our role is. So in organization, we work on the data pipelines. We are responsible for the data products and that are used by different teams. So they use the data products, they build reports, they build dashboards, they build KPI indicators, they use it for machine learning models, they use it for decision making, AI driven solutions. So, like that, in organization, data can be used for different purpose. Okay, so we work on the data platform. So, as a data engineer, you need to have a knowledge about all this thing, right? How to work on a modern data platform, how you can do ingestion, how you can store the data into data lake or data warehouse. So you need to know what is data lake, what is data warehouse, how to collect data from database, how to collect from different systems, how to store the data into data lake or data warehouse, and how to transform using ETL tools, how to transform using different ETL tools. So we are going to learn all this thing in the course. Okay, so we are going to learn all this thing in the course. So we are going to build a data platform. We are going to build a data platform. So we are going to work on the project. In the project, we are building a data platform. We are working on ingestion. We are working on storage. We are working on the ETL transformation, data processing, and we are going to do build a model, and that model will be used by consumers. So that is what we are going to work on the projects. Okay, so this is what we are going to in the modern data platform. These are the layers are there. So now let us go into the course. So in the course, we are going to learn different AWS services. So for building a data platform, so if you go to job market, if you search for jobs, you can see when you apply for a AWS data engineer, you can see all the key items. Okay, so you can see all the key items. So let me quickly go to uh, search here. So AWS data engineering jobs, and I can see here companies, lot of big companies. So I can go here, click on any of this, right? So you can see AWS, Lambda, Boto3, Python, PySpark, Glue. You can see Lambda, Python, Boto3, PySpark, Glue. Or if I go for another one, so Airflow, scheduling Airflow, PySpark, ETL pipelines. So you can see here. So you can see all this services are important for AWS data engineering. Okay, so we are focusing on the job market. For the job requirement, these are the most used AWS services. Okay, so here we are using other thing also, like we are using PySpark, which is a ETL tool. So we are using PySpark for ETL transformation, which is common across different cloud. So if you go to Azure, there also you will use Databricks, you will use PySpark. For ETL tools, you can use different systems. So here we are going to learn Spark, PySpark also. We will run it on Glue. Okay, we Glue or EMR, which is a cluster frame. So you can scale it up. I can run it on bigger machines. I can process huge amount of data using Glue or EMR. So in the course, we are going to learn all the services. We are going to start from basics and then get into advanced level. So we are starting with the data lake. We are starting with S3, IM. So if you don't have knowledge on cloud, if you don't have knowledge on AWS, you can learn it here because we are starting from basics. We are starting from IM, which is the core service, and then S3, then slowly getting into RDS, Glue, DynamoDB, Athena, EMR, then data warehouse, Redshift, Snowflake, Lambda, Kinesis, step function. And we are learning how to do orchestration, how to build a data pipeline, how you can build a data platform, do different kind of batch processing. So batch processing, incremental processing, event driven pipelines. So we are learning different kind of data processing layers. So we are learning about different data processing layers. Okay, and we are using Terraform. So is my voice low? I see. So is my voice low or
It is
only
good.
for few people?
It is good, Will. It is good. You can
Okay.
continue.
Yeah. Okay. So we are using Terraform here for AWS resources creation. Okay. So Terraform, Terraform is an open source tool in enterprise when we are working on multiple environments. So Terraform, if we are going to do it from UI, if you have only one environment, you don't need a Terraform. But when you are working on an enterprise, they have multiple environments. They have dev, prod, stage, QA. So they have multiple environments. So you have to, when you are doing some development, when you are releasing it, you have to release on multiple environments. So for releasing and CI/CD pipelines, for that we are learning Terraform here. So in the data engineering process, we take care of the deployment also, release activities. Okay, so we are learning in the course, we are using Terraform and creating different AWS services. So deploying things, we are learning about deployment, release activities. So we are learning about ETL also, we are learning about the core activity of a data engineer. So we are learning about different core activity. We are starting from ingestion, transformation, building a data pipeline, scheduling, orchestration, and deployment release activity. Everything we are learning in the course. Okay. So we are learning about Spark for ETL system for building ETL processing, and we are using data lake. We are using data warehouse. So why data warehouse? Because we want to store the structured data, and the data should be faster enough for consumers. So we are using Snowflake here. We are learning about Snowflake. We are using Snowflake as a data warehouse because Snowflake is easier to use. And in organization, Snowflake is a number one data warehouse system. It's very popular in the consumer side in the organizations. So we are using Snowflake for data warehouse system. So we are using data lake, we are using data warehouse, and we are using ETL systems. We are building ETL system, and we are building a modern data platform and learning about different data processing systems. That is what we are learning. Okay, so like we are learning about Spark basics, and then we are using Glue, EMR, and then we are learning about data warehouse, data lake, and lakehouse architecture. Okay, so we are learning about the modern lakehouse architecture also. So in AWS, using Iceberg, how we can build a lakehouse architecture. Okay, so in the current scenario, in the organization, they use data lake also. They have S3 and they have data warehouse and they have lakehouse. So lakehouse is an advanced feature. So you can build a lakehouse in AWS using Iceberg. So in the course, we are teaching about Iceberg also. So we are learning about the advanced skill also. So along with the basic one, so we are learning basics also. We are learning advanced also. We are starting with basics and slowly we are getting into advanced level. Okay, so we have seen in the course, I'll go to course syllabus here. So you can see the syllabus. So as I said, we are starting with introduction of cloud and IAM, creating S3 buckets, working on basic S3 commands. So we are starting from basics and slowly we are getting into ETL tools. We are getting into ETL tools, working on Spark, Glue, and using Athena, using Lambda. So we are starting on other AWS services. Then we are getting into Terraform for deployment of resources into multiple environments. So using Terraform and creating resources, so doing automation, so automating your pipelines, deployment, release activity. So we are discussing about all this thing, and then we are discussing about like working on Glue catalog, and then project one. We are starting project one here, and then we are going into advanced level. After project one, we are getting into advanced level. We are working on orchestration using step functions, working on Airflow. So we are orchestration different framework, and also we are doing some event-driven pipelines. So we are using Lambda, we are using Event Bridge, we are using step functions, and we are learning about. So you can see Lambda along with S3. We are using Lambda SNS. We are using different kind of AWS services here. We are building event-driven pipelines, and we are learning about. So we are learning about data warehouse, Lakehouse architecture, using Iceberg, how to build the incremental data models. So we are learning about that also. And then in the project two, we are starting project two. It's an event-driven pipeline. We are building a medallion architecture and building an event-driven pipeline. So we are learning on the project, writing to data warehouse, event-driven activities, and then SCD type 2. So we are learning a lot of advanced things. Then we are learning about optimization. So we are learning about how to do optimization using Spark. In a data pipelines, how you do optimize a long running pipeline. So we are discussing about that. Then we are already starting Snowflake. We are using data warehouse. Then we are looking into streaming system, working on a streaming pipeline, working on a streaming project. So we are completing a third project. So we are working on three projects here. So let me go to the projects. The first project, we are building a basic data pipeline. So we are building a data pipeline. So we use Glue here, we use Spark here. We read the data from data lake. We read the data from RDS, NoSQL system. So here we learn S3, RDS, DynamoDB, Glue, Athena, Glue catalog. So in the first project, we learn all the basic data pipeline. So we do ingestion, we do transformation, and also we use Terraform here, and we learn about the release activity deployment. So we learn all the basic thing required for a data enterprise data pipeline. So in the first project, our focus is mainly on the basic thing, basic component required for enterprise data pipeline. So in the second project, we are building a event driven pipeline. So we are building an event incremental pipeline. So that means data is coming very incremental fashion, 2 hours once, 1 hour once. I'm processing data on file array. Whenever file is landed, I'm processing the data immediately. So we use event bridge, we use lambda, we use step function along with glue. We use glue against Spark here, and we store the data. So we store the data into Iceberg, into Lakehouse. We store the data into data warehouse. So in the second project, we store the data into data warehouse and Lakehouse. Okay, so we learn about event-driven principles. We learn about storing the data into fact tables, dimension tables. We work on a star schema. So we work on an enterprise use case here. In the second project, we are learning about storing into enterprise dimension models, and we are learning about different enterprise concepts here. Okay, and the third project is a streaming activity. So we are using Kinesis. The data is coming in lively. So we are storing the data lively coming in messages. We are processing the messages from IoT system. So here we are producing the data and we are processing data coming in stream. And we are using Snowflake streaming framework. We are processing data and building a real-time streaming system. Okay, so we are doing a streaming pipeline. We are processing the data immediately. So we are learning we are doing three projects. We are learning batch processing. We are learning incremental processing, event-driven processing, and we are learning streaming processing also. So we are doing three type of projects here. And we are learning about data platform, using data lake, data warehouse, using lakehouse architecture. We are learning about ETL tools, data warehouse, data lake. So we are learning about different data platform essentials here. So we are learning a basic concept also, advanced concept also. So that is what we are learning in the course. Okay, so this is what we'll be covering. This is the syllabus of the course. And so these are the three projects we'll be looking at. So by this completing three projects, you will have like 3 to 4 years of experience by completing the three projects. So each project is a bigger project, which takes 1 to 1.5 years to build. So you will get at least 3 to 4 years of experience by doing this project. Okay. So we are going to learn. So for this, you need to have AWS account. So we need to have AWS account. I will tell you how to create AWS account if you don't have it. And we are going to use Snowflake free trial account. So Snowflake, you can use a free trial account. So you are not going to pay anything for Snowflake, which is completely free. For Snowflake, you don't have to pay. For AWS, you can go for free trial. So you get a 6-month free trial account. We will use that for working on the system. So you have 6 month free AWS services. So with that, you get a lot of things free. So you get a lot of things as free. So we are going to use that and build the services. So you are going to use AWS, you are going to use Snowflake. So Snowflake is you are going to create using Gmail, using your email, you are going to create a Snowflake account. So for data warehouse, it's completely free. We are not going to be charged. For the cloud account, you are going to use your details and create your cloud account. So these are the two services we are going to use. Okay. So in the course, we are going to learn about data platform, building a data mesh architecture, working on a data mesh architecture, working on a data platform. So ingestion process, like working on different three projects, working on batch processing, incremental processing, and then streaming process. So we are learning on three projects, and also we are learning about data lake, data warehouse, data marts, database. So we are working on different storage systems. So in organization, they have different storage system. They have database, they have data warehouse, data mart, data lake. So we are learning about all this thing, and we are building a different data pipelines using Spark. So we are learning PySpark also in the course. Okay. So now if you have any questions, you can ask now about your questions. So any questions about the course syllabus or about the projects or about the roadmap? If you have any questions, you can ask now.
Hello, Vinil. This is Oyun. So I have
Yeah.
just asked you one thing that I have done my BTech in 2019. I have completed
Mhm.
it, and I have a 6 year experience in operation field, not in IT field. So I need to switch my career into operation to IT field. So is that helpful for me to join this course?
Yeah, but you should have basic knowledge in SQL and
Yes,
Python.
I do have already a basic course of SQL, and I do
Okay.
have certified on that. After that, I have searching for a job, but due to lack of job, I am working on right now is Amazon Brazil process as a customer support agent. So in last month, I have sorry, in last month I have quit my job and searching and eagerly searching for a IT domain. So is it helpful for me to finding a right job for in IT office or something like that?
Yeah, the job is demanding, but you have to prepare more. It's trending, but there will be a lot of competition. I'll be frank on this. There will be a lot of competition, so you have to prepare more. You have to put a lot of effort because, if you are new to the IT field, so you have to
Yes.
learn basics first. So you have to put a lot of effort in learning this thing.
Okay. In that case, what should I start with? Means I need to start with from scratch, right? So for that, what should I
So
do?
if you already have knowledge in SQL, and
Yes.
you need to have basic knowledge in Python. So if you have both, then you
Yes.
can get into the course. So here we are starting on cloud from basics. So for cloud, we are going to teach it, but you need to prepare on Python and SQL on your own. Then it's easier to
Yes.
start here. So if that is a basic essential for this course.
Okay. Okay. Then it will be help me to find a job in IT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you guys are helping with the resume or you guys are helping with the IT searching job as well?
So we help in helping you. We help in preparing the resume, and we provide mock interviews, and we share the frequently asked questions and how you can prepare yourself. We share all these ideas with you. But we don't you have to search
Provide?
for a job also.
Okay. 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 With that I can understand. Okay.
Hello,
Thank you, Vinay.
hello,
Yeah, good.
sir. This is Sheikh Abdul Jafar from Hyderabad.
Yeah.
I'm working as an associate professor in engineering college. Uh, so can we do this course to switch to the software?
Yeah, you can do it. Do you have knowledge on SQL and Python?
Yes, sir. A little bit, little bit.
So you have to have a good knowledge on Python because we are doing automation here. We are working on Python scripts here. So if you have basic knowledge in SQL and
Acha,
Python, you can do this course. So
acha, acha.
data engineering jobs are demand. High demand is there for data engineering jobs. But the thing is,
Uh,
the competition will be there. Heavy competition will be there because it's high paying jobs. So if you see the paying is high, so there will be a lot of competition here. So you have to prepare a lot. So because you
no,
are starting new, you have to prepare a lot. You have to put lot of effort.
no. Another thing is, what about experience we have to put?
So as you are switching, you can say you worked on open source project, like freelancing work you did, and you have
Acha,
you have earned yourself. So you can say like 2 years, 3 years, you have been
acha,
working on freelancing work. That is how you can project it. So
acha.
they may ask you for your skill set, but they're not going to
Mhm.
ask you for paperwork.
Acha, acha. Mhm. Actually, sir,
Uh,
one doubt is there. Sir, actually, my age is 50 plus. Can the companies can give the opportunity?
Age is not a problem. Only the skills
No.
are required. In the organization, they look for skills. They don't mind age.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, even I have doubt. I am actually in the same scenario. I am also an assistant professor, but I have worked in software side for 1 year. Now, as you had told that freelancing would be an option wherein we can show the experience because data engineering jobs have almost requirement of 3 to 4 years of experience. But even freelancing, if for example sites like Upwork or Nomad workers, I think that is the website, I'm not sure. So they also require us to have almost 3 to 4 years of experience. So
No,
uh,
no, no.
that
What
means.
I'm saying is you can apply for the job saying that you have worked in a freelancing work. Okay, like that you can
Mhm.
apply for contracting jobs. You can work for the apply for the company showing that you worked on the freelancing work
Project.
and
Okay,
apply
okay.
for the permanent jobs.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, because like they don't like in the organization, they don't want to train data engineers. Don't want to hire a guy and train it because it takes a lot of effort for them to train. So they don't prefer hiring a fresher. They don't prefer in hiring a beginner. So they want someone who is already experienced enough and they have knowledge. They can put immediate to work. So that is how they look for candidates. So if you say that I already have experience, I worked on freelancing work, they will see your skill set. They will ask questions. They'll put you into interview round. They will put you to technical round, see how you are able to handle the technical questions. They may ask like different kind of questions, see if you are good enough. If you're able to answer that, then they will consider you for the roles. That is how it happens in organization.
Yes, sir. Sir, another one of my query is regarding the certifications, because we do have a lot of professional certifications regarding, Databricks, or for example, recently Microsoft Fabric as well. So, how relevant do you think would be the certifications? Passing the certifications, because I feel
Passing
certifications is a good
certification.
point. Yeah,
Certifications
certification
are
is a
just
okay
a
point.
entry level for the first level.
Okay, okay,
Okay, so it will filter you only to the first level of interview. To get into second
understood,
and third
understood.
level, you need skills and
Yes, yeah, need
experience.
skills in the sense in the through the projects you are able to showcase the skills, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so like Abhishek will cover like similar questions related to the
Hello.
openings, demand, everything. Abhishek will cover in detail. So any question on the projects, any question on the course?
Hello, Bill.
Yeah,
Bill, you mentioned we are using, I mean, you are going to cover even orchestration tool like Airflow.
yeah, we'll be covering Airflow.
Okay, fine. And Kinesis is just Kinesis
Messaging.
apart, Kinesis, yeah,
Yeah, so
apart Kinesis
Kinesis,
are,
yeah,
okay.
we will not use Kafka, but I'll
Mhm,
explain you how Kafka works here. But we'll use Kinesis for messaging services. So we will use AWS Kinesis for as a gateway for collecting the data from producers, sending it to
mhm.
consumers, for integration with Snowflake. We'll use Kinesis Firehouse, and we will see in the project also we'll use Kinesis.
Got it. And one more question, like you mentioned, you are going to cover even the step function, CMR, and all that will be like end-to-end coverage, right? Like the EMR functions.
So we will look
And
into Glue lot, but EMR
okay,
will cover only basics because Glue is the latest one and Glue is cheaper. Glue has a lot of advanced features than EMR. So I'll show EMR in one session. If you are good in Glue, it's easier to use EMR. So I'll cover EMR also, but Glue is the one we will focus on.
yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
So Databricks, are you covering Databricks yet? So we are working on AWS services. So if you learn Glue or if you work on PySpark, it's easier to use Databricks. So we are writing PySpark code here, which you can easily deploy it in Databricks and run it on Databricks. So whatever code we are learning here, it can be easily deployed on Databricks and run it on Databricks. So even though we are not covering Databricks here, but we are learning PySpark here. So you can use different cluster framework. So your Databricks Glue are nothing but a cluster framework. It's for scaling your environment. So you write a code and deploy it in Databricks or deploy it on the Glue. So we are learning Glue here because Glue is a AWS service which is provided by AWS. So if an organization they are in AWS, they use Glue. They don't prefer to buy a Databricks license. If they want data science, then they go for Databricks. So we are covering AWS here. So we are looking into AWS Glue.
What type of RDS you will cover in this course, Will? Type of
Uh,
RDS.
RDS is like we'll use MySQL. We will see
MySQL.
with
Okay.
MySQL. So RDS is nothing but data is going to come into MySQL. From MySQL is going to be one of the source for us. Okay, so we will use MySQL and SQL
Okay.
server.
Okay. The batch processing and all via MySQL, right? I mean,
Yeah, MySQL and SQL server.
understood. Yeah,
And
that,
we will use DynamoDB and MongoDB for NoSQL database.
yeah, thanks.
So what if someone does not have experience in Python and SQL? So you have to learn Python and SQL. So you can learn by yourself and then you can join our courses, because here we don't teach about basics about Python and SQL, because we teach about cloud, we teach about PySpark, and then we teach about AWS services. We get into a lot of application activity. We build a product, we build a data platform, get into the building application, data applications here. Okay, so we don't cover the basic thing like Python, SQL. You have to prepare by yourself, or you can go for like a Python course, SQL course separately, and then you can come and join our course. Okay, we can stop the question now. Abhishek, you can take it over, Abhishek.
All right. Let me share my screen, guys. Okay, all right. So there are two general questions which people have, right? Hey, do you teach Python? Do you teach SQL in the course and all of that kind of a question, right? So our suggestion is, guys, if you want to learn SQL, if you want to learn Python, don't join data engineering course in general, right? And why I'm saying that, because you will see many courses in the market that they are basically teaching you cloud data engineering, and then they will tell you that, hey, I will teach you SQL and Python, and then they take like 4 to 5 classes in which they will tell you what is like list, tuple, dictionary, and then like some basics, and then they say that, yeah, we taught you Python, we taught you SQL. But if you really want to learn Python and SQL, try to take a separate Python and SQL course, learn it properly, and then join the course, okay? So we have a Python and SQL course, right, which we offer. We also offer in our organization. So this is a SQL course which we offer, right? And then similarly, we have a this is a Python course which we offer. And similarly, we have a SQL course as well in Education Ellipse. So there are two courses, like we have a SQL course and Python course, which is taught by Khan sir, right? So you can get a recording of this course, learn it in the site, or you can also join this course live and then learn it, right? But in our class, right, we won't be talking about SQL and Python in general. If you want to really learn Python and SQL, join these courses, come back to us, and then learn with us. Or you take a recording of this course, learn it in the site, and then also learn AWS data engineering. That also you can do, right? Expectation from you is, you know, basics, right? You know some sort of what is list, what is dictionary, what is pandas data frame, and all those things, you know, right? And but suppose if you're really good with one language, for example, if I am really good with MS SQL Server, right, and I know like the SQL very well, then I can manage with other language, right? By Chat GPT, by learning it here and there, right? So I can manage with other language. So either you should be very good with one language, right? And if you know basics, you should know basics of both of the language, right? And then we have a courses which you can also go through it and learn it, right? Okay, fine. And then the other question which people have is like how I can show the current experience and all of that. So generally what people does is, suppose if I have a 5 years of marketing background, right? Marketing background. Then what, and I know Python or SQL basics, right? So what I have done, took some Udemy course, or you took a course from us, and then you learn Python SQL basic, right? Then what you do, you learn AWS data engineering from us, right? Which gives you 3 years of experience, because you are doing project with us, which is actually a real team project. That project is made in a way that you will be able to do a job in your company. You will be able to crack the interview, right? This project has been designed in that particular manner. So once you learn from us and once you do your part, meaning that you are basically doing all the homework, you are basically practicing everything whatever we are teaching you, right? So these trainings are a corporate training. In a way, it is a corporate training. How the training happens in a like corporate companies, right? They train you for some months, they put you to the project. So these trainings are happening in that particular manner. So what you can do in your resume, you can put like you worked 2 to 3 years in the marketing background, right? And then what you can do is like you can put you can say that, hey, 2 to 3 years I was working in a technical role inside my company. So my role was not totally a marketing background. I was supporting technical team as well. That gives more weightage to your resume. You can put this experience, like this experience, as a freelancing project as well. But sometimes you don't get a weightage. So we suggest that you put as an actual technical experience, right? Technical experience, this you can put, and then you can go and find a job, because HR will just look at this, right? So HR will not ask you for the some sort of experience letter before scheduling the interview. So you give the interview by saying this, right? And once you are cleared, then HR will ask you the document, you send the document, and once you answer all the interview question, nobody will question about your role because you already cleared the interview now. So this is how we suggest you to do, which gives some more weightage. But now, if you say that, Abhishek, I don't want to do this, then you can also say 5 years of marketing background, and then you can put this as a freelancing experience. That also you can do, right? So it depends how you want to portray, but this is what we suggest, which basically increases your chances to get so that your resume will be selected quicker, and then you will be able to get a job quicker, right? So this is what we suggest. Okay. Now, suppose if you have a like 5 years of experience in a SAP HANA domain or a migration domain, right? Migration domain. And then probably if you have worked in SAP HANA domain, migration domain, and you are very good with SQL, right? Like because you have done the migrations, you are very good with SQL in general. So Python is not so required for that. Reason being that you are good with SQL, so you can understand Python, like you already understand some sort of a list tuple because you are a technical guy anyways. So you can just like learn basics of Python, right? That is enough. Very basics of Python, which you can learn it along the course as well, right? And now what you can do, you can learn with us AWS data engineering, and then you can say that you worked 3 years in SAP HANA migration domain, 3 years in SAP HANA migration domain, or 2 years in SAP HANA migration domain. Then you can say in your particular company you got a project which was into the AWS domain, and you show 3 years of technical experience, right, into the AWS background. So suppose when you are giving an interview, suppose if I am giving an interview, how I need to explain my profile is, I will tell that, hey, I am Abhishek Agrawal. I have done my graduation from so and so university, and I have 2 years of SAP HANA migration domain, and then 3 years I have worked into the AWS data engineering domain. So in my company, I got an internal project and I switched to AWS data engineering domain, right? So this is how you portray your profile in that case, right? And you say that you are very good with SQL, you know by basics of Python. This is how you portray, and then you find a job. Okay. All right. So now, like these are the general question which I wanted to clear, right? So if you don't know SQL or if you don't know Python, if you're from the marketing domain, so we suggest you learn SQL, you learn Python, and then you come back to us, basics of SQL, basics of Python, you come back to us. Or if you're already in the technical domain, for example, right? So any one language is enough. If you're good, very good with SQL, the Python basic, you can learn it along the course, and then you can join the course. It won't be a problem for you. All right. So now let's try to understand few more things, right? Sometimes people are saying that, hey, you Abhishek, you told that you will be helping us with all of these things, right? Which I was telling you that we will learn with all of this, right? So we will help you with like um, you will learn with about 20 working professional. We will help you in resume building, mock interview. We'll give the scenario based interview question and everything. So let me show you the how the learning journey will look like, right? So suppose if I open any sort of a course curriculum right now. So after every class we give homework, after every class we give homework, after every class we give homework, right? And then we build projects, right? And after certain classes are done, right, one project is completed. So in the first class itself, we will tell you the problem statement, and class by class we will build the project, solve the problem statement, and then again class by class we will build the project. And after all of these classes are done, we will show you the we will again do the project, right? So over here you can see one project is again done, right? So two projects is completed. And after that, we are giving you the scenario based question, what are the production issues you might face, right? So we are giving you all of these documents and then explaining all the things with you, right? So what are the production bottleneck is there, what are the different common upstream issue, delta lake table issue, cluster utilization issue. We will tell you everything. And then we'll tell you how to introduce yourself, how to explain a project, how to optimize your Naukri.com LinkedIn profile. Then we are giving you the sample resume. Then we are giving you the topic-wise interview question. Then we are giving you the company-wise interview question, so that you're fully prepared. And all of this interview question is being prepared by us by appearing to the interview, because the interviews are changing so much nowadays due to AI and all those things, right? So we are trying to just also include the questions as per the changing pattern of the interview. And all of our training programs follow the same like pattern, right? So if I open any sort of a training program, it follows the same pattern. So if I open this training program, right? So class by class, we are basically building things, building things, building things. Then we are teaching you project, right? And then class by class, we are again building, again building, again building, right? And then second project we are teaching you, then we are again building things, right? And then we are again teaching you the third project. Then we are giving you the interview question and everything, right? So it's all the classes and all the training program follow the same pattern here, right? Now sometimes people tell that, hey Abhishek, how it is different, right? And like how your training program is different than the training program which is present in the market. Okay, so first of all, we are basically offering the training from the mentors who are working in the industry, right? So suppose Whale is working 15 years in as a AWS data engineer, as a AWS data engineer, right? So he knows the market in and out, right? Because he has done multiple projects, so he know what needs to be learned to deliver the projects, right? And what needs to be learned to crack the interview. So that is the first thing, right? So we offer the training from the mentors who are working in the industry. That too, we are like trying to just not sell you one course itself, right? We are trying to recommend you the course which is best for you. So suppose if somebody says that I am a marketing background, I don't know SQL Python, so we are recommending you SQL Python course. Now if somebody tells that, hey, I have like 3-4 years of experience, then we will tell you that, hey, go with AWS data engineering domain. If somebody comes to us that, hey, says that we have 10 years of experience, 20 years of experience, then we will recommend you some integrated program in that case, right? Because you are more experienced guy, so we'll recommend you some integrated program, which I will tell you now. Okay, so we have a customized course as per the profile. It's not like one course for everyone, right? So we are offering all sort of a training program which you're interested. Somebody wants to learn Databricks, they can learn Databricks. Somebody wants to learn AWS, they can learn AWS. So we have all kind of a courses which you're offering first of all, right? All right. So let me try to like conclude everything so that everything is clear for everyone, right? So I will just open this. One second. All right, so this AWS data engineering course will provide you 4 years of experience. You will learn about Glue, DynamoDB, Athena, Snowflake, Lambda, Kinesis, Medallion architecture, Lakehouse architecture. Here you will do 3 projects, 2 batch processing project, 1 streaming project, processing project, right? And then you can do this Snowpro course certificate after doing this course curriculum, right? And then you can also do this AWS certified data engineering certificate after doing this course curriculum. Who can do this? Anybody can do this who has a SQL knowledge, a SQL and a Python knowledge. You can expect up to 30 LPA package by doing this particular course. The batch start date is 11th November, 7:30 p.m. IST will start the batch. It will go on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, if somebody is looking for more than 30 LPA and more than 4 years of experience, right? In that case, you can also learn AWS data engineering course along with we have a Snowflake course as well, right? So which gives you more experience. So here also we are teaching Snowflake, but you can learn 2 months more about Snowflake, right? So by you can go deep into the Snowflake. So here we will teach you Glue, DynamoDB, Athena, Kinesis, Lakehouse, and then you can do another 2 months Snowflake, which will increase your experience, and then you can target more than 30 LP as well. And then you can also do the SnowPro core certificate by doing this particular course, right? Now, if you are looking for the enrollment for this particular course, right? We are offering the AWS data engineering program in 20,000 rupees. In today's demo, you can get the course in 18,000 rupees. You need to pay 10,000 rupees now, rest once the batch starts, right? And you can also get the recordings of the course, right? Suppose original price is 8,999, but in today's demo, you can get it in 7,999, and this is the payment link for that if you're looking for the recording. Now, what is the difference between live and recording is in the recording, you will just get the access of the recording of the live session. You won't be able to attend the classes live. And at the same time, like the mock interview won't be taken in the recording, right? But in the live session, you can attend the classes live, mock interview and everything will be also given in the live session, right? So this is the difference between the recording and live. But we will make sure that in the recording, all of your doubts are clear. So we will add you to a group in which you can ask your doubt, and also if your doubt is not clear, you can also connect with the tutor and then clarify your doubts, right? So your doubt will be cleared in the recording as well. All right. So now let's try to conclude everything, right? So here in this particular training program, as I told you that you will be working with the mentors who are working who is currently working in the same industry. You will work with 20 working professional. You will do real time project. We will help you in resume building, mock interview, and everything. We have a 7-day refund policy as well, and we have a price guarantee policy as well. Now, if you are looking for the enrollment, you can use the link which I'm pasting in the chat and enroll for the course, right? Give me a moment. All right, guys. If anybody has any question, you can go ahead and ask your question, please.
Hello,
Yeah.
Abhishek. This is Sheikh Jafar from Hyderabad.
Yeah,
Hello,
please tell me. Yeah, please tell me. I'm listening. Yes.
sir. Actually, my MTech degree I have completed in 2003. Uh, but I'm working as an associate professor in engineering college. Then how can I manage the experience in the?
You are MTech in
Uh,
engineering college.
yes. I have completed my MTech CSC Computer Science in and Engineering in 2003.
Hmm. Okay.
Now I am working as an associate professor in engineering college.
Hmm. So you can tell that you have taught the engineering students these projects which you are
The
learning with us.
Python and SQL.
Uh, Sorry, I haven't understood the question. What I'm saying is you can tell that you taught this projects or you have done this project in your college with your
Yeah.
students. That is what you can tell. And then you taught many students this projects, right? After you learn with us. This is how you can
Okay. Okay.
portray. And you have
Okay.
already a MTech in CSE, which
Yes.
probably you know coding as well till now.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so this is how you can portray that you have done this project with your students. Uh, or you can also tell that you have done these projects with alumni group of the college, right? With them also you have done the project. So you consulted with the alumni group of the college. You understood the industry trend, and then you try to discuss the industry trend with them, and then you basically made a project, taught a student. This is how you can make your storyline and then portray it.
Oh, another thing, can I show the teaching experience?
Yeah, what else you will show then?
Okay. So
Yeah,
maximum 10 years I can show, and remaining I can show the this one AWS something like that, freelance.
you can show all your experience, the teaching experience itself, and AWS
That is
projects as well. You can tell that you have done the project with your students, like in your
okay, okay, okay.
college. This is what you can tell.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
And this, it's more of a trial and error, guys. We cannot tell you all the scenarios. So suppose, like, if you're showing all of your teaching experience, it is not working, so we'll change your resume. We'll try to make some other storyline to portray it in your resume, so that we will check what is working, what is not working, right? And then accordingly we will try to understand that, hey, this is working for you, this is not working for you, and then accordingly we can optimize your resume. Okay. All right, guys, anybody has any question?
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, actually, my age is 52. Can I switch to the software instead?
Yeah, if you learn, you can switch. What you are doing right now?
Huh? Pardon?
What you are doing right now? What is your
No,
work you're doing?
right now I am working as a professor in engineering college.
Okay, okay, so you're same guy. Okay, fine. Yeah, so you can switch. Yes, you need to learn and you can switch.
No, the some MNCs they are not taking above 50 above guys. Somebody is telling.
So see, the things won't be easy for you, but if you devote time and then if you really like try to learn, you can switch.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but it's not like
Thank
I will tell you that, hey man, everybody wants 50-year guy, right? And then you will be able to switch very easily. I'm telling you that, yeah, if you devote time, if you learn, you can switch.
Okay, skills matters. No?
Skills matters, and what is the package you want, that matters. So suppose if you are 50-year-old, you want to learn new technology, and then you say that I want 50 lakh package as well, then probably you're making your game more difficult. So you
Okay,
need
okay.
to, you when you are asking legitimate easy package, right? And then
Mhm.
like showing a limited experience, go showing
Mhm.
good kind of a skill set, then probably people can hire you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
And we will guide you. You are way more senior than us, right? Way more senior than me. I'm just 20-year-old. Sorry, I'm 30-year-old. You are way more senior than us, right? So probably we will guide you how you can do that. Uh,
Okay,
because we are experienced in AWS data engineering domain, so we will be teaching you what we are doing in day-to-day job. And if you know our day-to-day job, if you go and look for a job, like
so,
it can be easy for you, right? But the
okay.
more difficult part is when you grow older, adapting new technology becomes difficult, right? So suppose when I was in college, it is more easy for me to learn, but now slowly when I am 30 or 35, now learning process for me is now a bit difficult, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Similarly for you as well, it might be difficult because you're 50 now, right? But
yeah, yeah.
if you really devote time to learn, you can switch. Okay,
Okay, okay.
we will be doing our job, but if you feel that you can give time in learning, you will be able to switch.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Anybody has any question? Okay, fine. If there's no question, guys, thank you so much for attending the session. See you around if you're joining the session. Bye.